Okay, so this is very quickly going to show you how to work problems 23 through 38 on your review. I've kind of combined these two sections. The first part of it is being able to write in slope-intercept form. The second section is in being able to graph it. So if you have an equation that looks like 4x plus y is equal to, say, 8. Alright? And they've asked you to write this in slope-intercept form. The first thing that you have to remember is what slope-intercept form is. And I'm going to tell you, if solving equations is the number one most important thing that you need to do to be able to survive Algebra 1, the second most important thing that you need to be able to do to survive Algebra 1 is being able to write an equation in slope-intercept form and graph it. So remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. M is your slope, and b is your y-intercept. So I need to solve for y. So if I need to solve for y, that means the 4x needs to move, so I'm going to inverse it. So that y is equal to negative 4x plus 8. So this is now in slope-intercept form. I don't have anything that I have to divide by because there's just a 1 in front of y. If there were a number in front of y, then I would have to divide all terms by that. Now if I'm ready to graph this, I'm going to draw my graph. No, just kidding, hold on. I'm going to have my graph, and then I need to be able to graph it. So alright, so I'm going to start by starting at my y-intercept, and my y-intercept is positive 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there is where my y-intercept would be. My slope is a negative 4, or a negative 4 over 1. This negative 4 tells me to move down. The 1 tells me to move to the right. This told me where to start. So this is why that's right there. So I'm going to move down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm then going to move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm then going to move to the right 1, and I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then I would, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. Then I would, okay. And then I would be able to get my ruler and draw my linear equation there. So this is how I solve it for slope-intercept form. This is how I graph it using slope-intercept form. So real quick, let's do one where you might have to divide. Alright, so let's do something simple like x plus 2y is equal to negative 2. Alright, so if this were my equation and it asked me to put it in y equals mx plus b form, here's my y, so I'm going to subtract my x. If you want, you can put a 1 in front of there if you really want to. So that's going to get you 2y is equal to a negative 1x minus 2. Then because there's a coefficient in front of y, you would need to make sure that you divided every term by 2. So you get y is equal to a negative, hold on. Let's try again. Y is equal to a negative 1 over 2x, because that can't simplify, and then that simplifies to a negative 1. So now when you're ready to graph, let's see if I can draw a better line this time. Kind of. This is why we use rulers. Okay, so I'm going to start here at negative 1. And then my slope is a negative 1 over 2. The negative 1 tells me to move down. The 2 tells me to move to the right. I could also move up and to the left. And then I would use a ruler to draw my linear equation. So that's how you solve. That's how you graph. So that's going to take care of problems 23 through 32 for you in your review.